Hello, welcome to Cook to Nourish. Today I am going to show you how to make instant lemon pickle. So this is an instant version of the traditional Indian lemon pickle. You know, the traditional method requires a couple months before you can start using the pickle because it has to age, and that's when it requires that much amount of time for the lemons or the lime or whatever you're using for the pickle to get softened. Now in this version I am going to show you a trick so that that'll enable you to just start using the pickle instantly, and it has with all the flavors and the spice, as well as all the digestive benefits too, which a pickle provides, which is basically, you know, it increases the digestive juices. It gets those juices going, and that helps with your digestion. It also helps to build up the appetite. And these pickles need to be consumed in very small quantities, though it's just a relish, you know, just like a condiment. And in traditional Indian meal, it's just, you know, has a place, but you know, it's a very small quantity that is served in a meal with a meal. And it's just supposed to kind of, you know, take a little bit of it throughout the meal, and that helps with your digestion. So in my paleo world, I actually don't eat a lot of rice, and you know, tradition, and don't typically eat like a traditional Indian meal. However, I like to make this instant lemon pickle, and it goes well with any of the other paleo meals that I eat, just because it provides you know, a bit of that kick that I need if rest of my meal is boring. For example, you know, the days I just decide to bake fish without adding a lot of spices or anything to it, I just add you know, dash of lemon pickle on my plate, and then you know, the meal becomes all of a sudden very interesting, right? So these are things that I like to do with instant lemon pickle. And over the last few months, I've also developed a couple other recipes using this instant lemon pickle, and I will share those in the near future. But as for now, let's get started, and let me show you how to make this instant lemon pickle.
So we start off by cutting and peeling the lemons. I take the skin of the lemons off. So now I'm cutting each lemon into roughly about 8 pieces, like cut into half first and then into fours, and then see how I am peeling the skin using a large knife. I just try to cut it off and try to remove even the white, the rind. The white segment behind the yellow rind, because that's also very bitter. Now, the reason I'm taking the rind or the skin off is because that's what makes this pickle instant. Because otherwise, if you use the rind in it, then the rind takes a while to get softened, and that's it takes months actually, and that's your regular traditional pickle. But this is the instant version. So this I like to make when there is a function in like sadhya for Onam, and this is a nice condiment to have, and I can get it quickly. So these are about 4 lemons chopped up, and now I'm going to make ground spice using fenugreek seeds, methi seeds, 1 teaspoon of methi seeds and 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. If you already have them individually ground, then you can just use that, but I like to do this, and then that way it can be used for all kinds of pickles. I like to use the coffee grinder, and see, this is nicely powdered. Now heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil or sesame oil. I like to use a combination, and now I'm adding half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, and about a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek seeds. So these two spices are really the most prevalent in this pickle, and these go really, really well with the tanginess of the lemon. Now I'm adding the cut up lemons that we had earlier along with the juice. Now it's up to you. If you don't want your lemon pickle to be really juicy, you can reserve and strain the juice and then add only the pieces in here. But I like to have that juice in there too, especially since this is going to be an instant pickle. It uh, won't have a lot of juiciness unless you add the juices in it. Added about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and the red chili powder. It's up to you how much heat you like to add. I generally add very less. I add about half a teaspoon, and that too of Kashmiri chili powder, which is mild, and then 1 teaspoon of the ground fenugreek and mustard seeds. And as I said, if you have them individually, then just add half a teaspoon each. Just mix it up nicely. Now the heat is very low, and I'm just trying to give it slight heat and warm it up. And now I'm going to just cover and cook it for very brief, like just 1 minute. I'm just going to cover and cook it for 1 minute. That's about it. Don't overcook it. That's it. You're done. See, it's just within 1 minute, so much of the juices came out. So now I'm going to turn the heat off and add apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and then finish it off by adding a tablespoon of sesame oil. That gives it a really, really nice flavor. That's it. Enjoy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Visit cooktonourish.com for more such healthy, delicious recipes.